Hello everyone, welcome to next Selenium tutorial. So in this tutorial we are going to see how can we select drop down values in Selenium. So drop down is a special one in Selenium WebDriver because WebDriver is giving you the separate class called select. So that's why it is a special in Selenium WebDriver. So today we are going to learn how can we handle this drop down using select class. So we'll take a Facebook sign up page as an example, say date of birth. So these three drop down values we are going to see how we can handle it. So first one will be date, second one will be month, and third one will be year, right? So select class we have to first declare it. So before that, let's get started with WebDriver. So driver, let's launch facebook.com. Copy. So let's launch it. Before launching, let's maximize the screen. Driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. Let's give some implicit weight also. Manage dot timeouts dot implicitly weight. Let's give 10 seconds with the time unit seconds. Right. So then it will launch our facebook.com. And so for sign up we have to click on create new account. So let's get that. Press F12 in your keyboard. It will open your developer console. Just click on this arrow icon, inspect it. So right click on this particular element, copy export. Driver dot element by export. So it will click on create new account button. Click. So once it is clicking, so after that the sign up page will open, right? So after that what we need to do is we have to select the date, right, from the Facebook. So it will click on this create new account. So after that what we need to do is we have to select the date. So let's declare one date class select. So this is the class which Selenium WebDriver provides, select class from org.openqa.selenium.support.ui. So we have to import this class. So this class will not accept a default constructor. We have to provide web element, which web element it has to handle this select statement. So first one we are going to handle date. So right click on this, inspect. So this is the element it is. So right click, copy export. Before that, let's find that element. Find element export. It's a day. Right. So this will return web element. This is going to be a date. Right. So we have to import this web element from Selenium. It is going to have this date drop down. Right. So make sure that you are giving the web element over here. So as a constructor. And in this select drop down, so we have to select the date. So it's a tester's responsibility that we have to check everything, whether the values are pre-populated with the expected values, what's the default value is selected, so whether the user is able to select different values. Once selected, it is selected displaying the drop down. So all these values we have to validate. So first let's let's select this one date, and then we'll go for validations. So date dot, So here if you see, Selenium provides multiple methods to handle your drop down values. So to select values, Selenium provides three different methods. So if we go here, select, so just start typing select, it will give you the three different methods. Select, you can see here, select by index, select by value, select by visible text, right? So select by index will take for a date, and select by value will take for a year, select by visible text will take for a month. So for three drop down values, three methods we will handle it. So first one, date, will select by index, right? Let's try May, month of May, right? So index, how we will select, just directly go over here and see what is the index for this. So you can see here, how many, this is the index of 0, you can see in the left side value also. So and then it is in the values from 1, so it starts from 1, so 1 2 3 4, this is the index. So let's try with month of May. So month of May will be 5, so it has to select month 5, right? Let's try this, whether its value is getting selected or not. So it will open the Chrome browser, launching facebook.com, maximized, and clicking on create new account. You can see month of 5 has been selected. So this is how the select method works. And let's try with visible text also, right, for the month. So for that we need to declare one more web element. This is going to be a month element, driver dot find element by xpath, right? So let's get the xpath of this particular drop down for month. So right click on this element, inspect, it is going for the second element. Right click on this element, copy export. So this is the month. So using this we can select, we have to declare one more select method, sorry, select class. Select, this is going to be a month drop down, it's equal to new. So guys, for each and every drop down you have to declare or declare one separate class, select class. So unless and otherwise you declare your select class, it will not work, right? So that's why we Selenium, that's how it supports. So we have to give this particular web element. So now this particular select class going to work for month drop down. So month drop down dot select by visible text, we can select, right? What is the visible text? Let's see. So visible text meaning, so if your user is coming and just select clicking on this drop down, so you can see here whatever you are able to see, this is the visible text. Based on this text only you can select. That is the method it supports, select by visible text. So I'm going to select May, right? So let's try whether how it works. Open the browser, maximizing the browser, launching facebook.com, click on create new account. You can see it is a date selected as 5, month of May, in the select drop down box, right? So that's how the select visible text works. And third one will be like select by value. So this is one like typically people want to use this because it's we need to we make sure what is the exact value we have to select. So what is this visible by select by value means? If you expand this select button, so this select class has multiple option, you can see over here. So each option has attribute called value. So based on this value only it is going to select, not by your visible text, not by your index. So if this attribute called value present, then we can select by value, right? So for this also we need to declare new select class. select, this is going to be a year. So driver dot find element by XPath. So let's get the XPath of this. Copy your XPath, just paste it here. Right, so this is going to be a web element. This is going to be a year, and for this year drop down, new select. So this is going to have year reference variable for the particular element, right? So we are going to select year using value, select by value. What is the value you have to give here is, for that you have to go and inspect here. So this is the value. What is the value you want to select, right? That is the value you have to give. So I'm going to take 1995, 1995. I'm going to give that. Right, this is the three different methods that Selenium provides to select any drop down values. Let's try what is the value it is going to select. So let me change this. So 10th, so it has to select the value as 10th May 1995, right? So this is the value it has to select. So 10th May 1995, right? So let's get started. Let me have some wait time over here so that we can clearly see what is going on. If we put thread, it will throw an exception. Let's have the catch. Exception without status. Okay. I'm going to have 2 seconds of wait. It's 2 seconds of wait between each select, so that we can see what is going on, right? So this has to select 10th May 1995. So first date drop down should select from date drop down as 10, and the second one will be month drop down. It has to select by visible text as May, and third one will be a year, so it has to select by value 1995. Let's try now what will happen. So it has to launch, open the browser, launch maximizing the window, launch the facebook.com, click create new account. You can clearly see it has selected 10th May 1995, right? These three drop down select values. So these are the three different methods that a Selenium provides. So let's get started with other methods what select class provides. So it is our responsibility, like as a tester we have to make sure that before and after what is the value selected. Let me give this as separate value, because by default it's a 10th October, right? Let me try what is the before it has selected. Before date. So to get the values from dropdown, what is by default it is selected. So take this particular date web element using the date dropdown dot get first selected option. So this is the value it will this method will return you the what is the value it has selected, right? So let's see after what it is selected. So after selecting 15, what it has to return. Same method after date selected. So same we will try for month also. What is the value it has selected using month drop down. Before month selected and after month selected. So it's our responsibility, like So I'm just giving printing the value. So if you are working on any test case, right, you have to use the assertion class from TestNG or whatever the framework you are using after month selected. So same we have to give for year as well. This is going to be a year. We have to get the year drop down. So what it will do here is, so first it will take the web element and with the select class. So before selecting any value from the drop down, it is going to get the what is the value it has selected by default. So this is the one way also, that what is the value you have to select, or it has to selected. Say for example, so by default here, right, it has to select the today's date. Say for example, when clicking on create new button, so it has to select 10th October 2020, that is today's date. So it should be a 10th. So if you are working on this, so the default value you have to verify, right, based on this condition only. This is also one validation that you have to do when you are developing any test case. So here instead of printing, you can give testng assertion class with the today's date. And after that, what is the value it has selected? So both you can assert over here. Let's try. Open the browser. Selected 15 May 1995. Right. Let's see. Right. So why it is giving? Because it is returning as a object. So instead of that, we have to give got get text. So this will return the text what it is selected in the particular element. So let's give the same for all. So don't forget this. We have to use get text method. Let's try now. Selected 1995. Yes, that's it. So you can see here, before that it is by default today's date, it's a 10th October, and after that we have given 15th. By index it is selecting 15th today's date, and then for the month it is select by default it is today this month October, and we have given month of May, so it is selected. So before and after. And for year, by default it is 2020, it is selected, and we have given the 1995 as a year, so it is selected. So this is a one way of validation that we have to do. But what is the default value, whether you are able to select the value from the drop down, that is stored. And third one is, what is the validation we have to do as when you are automating, right? So what are the values it should be populated? So that is also an expected value. So that is the condition we have to assert over here. So here date means it has to be maximum 31, minimum 1. It should not be 0 or minus value, and it should not exceed 32. So these are the conditions you have to validate. So to get all the values, Selenium provides a separate method called get options. So we'll see how it is giving, right? So I'm going to take one by one. Say date. So this is going to give list of web element date dot get. You can see get options, then it has to return list of web element. So I'm going to take this. I am going to save list of web element date list. Right. So we have to import this list class from util. So make sure you are importing it from java.util. Right. And for month drop down also we can give the same. Copy. This is going to be a month, and next one is year. So it is going to be a year drop down. So these are the three. What is the condition we have to validate here? One is number of elements it has to give. So number of elements, how we can give over here is like we can get the list size. That's it. It has to give that. So we can give number of date elements. Right? We can give like this dot size. So this will give you the how many elements are present over here, right? So to validate what are the values populated in the dropdown, it's up to you. So I will leave it to you how you are going to validate that. So right now I'm going to have a size validation over here. So you can assert like what is the expected number of size and what is the actual size. Year list, right? So you can validate each and every value using your framework, whatever it is available using TestNG or some other conditions. So I'm going to have only the size number of elements it has to be having. Right click, run as. Selected the date, selected the month, selected the year, right? That's the three conditions we have given, and it has to return the actual and expected one. So you can give over here the date before, and we have already seen this. Now we have given the what is the size. So the date element should be 32. Because why it is giving 32? Because it has the date also extra one. So day as a string, it should not be there. So other if we leave that, we have only 31 elements. That's a 31. And other one month, we should be having only 12, and it has month also as a string, so it is returning all these things along with the month. That's why it is returning 13. And the year, it is giving 116 number of years. So along with this, it is giving 117 years number of years. So that's why it is showing 117. So this how using select element drop down, we can go for multiple different methods. So along with these, Selenium provides a deselect also. If you have already selected, if you want to deselect also, it will be giving. So I'm going to cover that in a separate video. So as of now, how can we handle the select drop down? So that we have covered right now. So if you like the video, give the thumbs up. If you have any questions or you need any clarifications, or if your code is not working, please leave the comments. Thanks for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.